and welcome back to my channel. I am Simply Brentley. Don't forget to get your energy in and like, comment, and subscribe. For all of your manifestation needs as well as for personals, head on over to my website, energyllc.com. The link is in the description box below. Okay. Holy Father, angels, ancestors, speak through me. If I reach one person and one person alone, which I know I will, please and thank you. Let's go ahead and ground. We are grounding for the collective. So whenever I was meditating on this energy prior, it was like a reconsideration, something that somebody needs to reconsider. Let's see what else is going on here. I'm using my Angel Answers Oracle deck. Let's see what's happening in this reading today. Oh my goodness, y'all. Reconsider again. What was I just saying? Reconsider, and that was like in reverse. So somebody was very much so stagnant, not reconsidering, stuck up in their head, being in their ego, all of that shit. Okay? Thank you, Spirit Guides, Holy Father, Ancestors, for clarification. I just love when that happens. And they're realizing that they're going to have to compromise. They know that they're going to have to compromise. They're going to have to reconsider because they didn't want to reconsider before. They're realizing that they have to compromise. They have to let go of what they cannot control, and the situation will improve. So take it how it resonates, flip it and reverse it. You know how it goes. But reconsideration is a must-have. That's what must be done. Okay? They're manifesting something. A leg up. They're working hard on something, this person. And they have a higher power. They have a knowledge of knowing. They have the key. They have the key. Observer. Okay, so as this person has been reconsidering what their situation is and what they wanted to change and manifest anew for themselves and actually doing the shit right and having a leg up towards, you know, actually working hard towards some shit, there's been a lot of observing that's been doing. This person definitely been observing you while they've been trying to get their shit together because they realize you're very much so a person that lives in your happiness. You ain't worried about what nobody thinks. You're not trying to please, people please. You're living in your treasure island and you tell the truth. They've realized that you've had to rest and recuperate and breathe on a lot, right? You've had to go deeper within and realize that you had to pay close attention to yourself to be able to accept your surroundings and adjust to manifest what you want and need, right? Because there's been like, it's not, you understand that you had to reconsider. You understand that you had to compromise. That was this person that didn't understand that shit. It's not like you didn't understand that you had to adjust the way that you're thinking of, just the way that you're moving in order to go ahead and create your abundance. It wasn't a problem where you didn't know you had to work on yourself. You knew that shit. A message in a bottle. So this person has definitely been deeply thinking about sending you a message. But it's been like they're up in their head about this shit. They've been up in their head about this shit, but they've been in deep thought about that shit. They don't know how you're going to feel because they can feel your energy floating away. They can feel you floating away. They can feel you not being interested. They can feel you seeing those false masks. They can feel you seeing those things that have been hidden and them not being honest with you. They can feel all of that, right? Let's go ahead and put some tarot on it. Okay, Spirit said no, put some love angels. So I will. Then I'll put some tarot. So let's see what the love angels have to say. Then cut the deck on very soon and new love. And then on the other side, heart-to-heart conversations, okay? So there definitely could be some conversations in this message that this person wants to give you. And you know, and they could be some things that this person hasn't been able to tell you previously. Like they may have been having problems with their finances. The shit may have not been going right. They may have lost their job. They may have got demoted. And that is a real such thing. Okay, because you don't hear about that too often, but sometimes karma's a motherfucker. You can think that you're comfortable at being a certain place in your employment, and then they take that shit right from under your feet, right? Okay. And they're just hoping that you keep an open mind. They're hoping that you keep an open mind and an open space in your heart for them. I know a lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people gonna be like, okay, no, too bad, so sad, they're lost, all that shit. But this person is definitely hoping that you keep an open space in your heart for them to be able to come back in and get to know you even better and reveal their innermost selves, what they were withholding from you, right? So that you can grow together and create this empire. Okay, then we have judgment that's fell in reverse. So it was like a lot of self-doubt that this person has been doing. They have been doubting themselves. They haven't been able to actually see, like they haven't been honest with themselves, if you will. And it's time for them to face reality. And you know, they don't have any choice but to face reality, because as you're improving yourself, as you're understanding that it's very important to pay close attention to yourself and deal with those past traumas and past issues that you have, and those good life cycles are coming back to you, this self-doubt and this judgment that they know needs to be called upon themselves, they have no choice but to address that shit, right? Because you're moving on, you're progressing, like I was saying before. They can definitely feel your energy leaving, right? They feel you working on yourself and not giving no fucks about nobody else. Four of Swords, yeah, because you've been doing a lot of meditation. You've been taking a time out. And you've been, during this time out, you've been understanding what you deserve. You've been understanding what you deserve, right? And you don't deserve anything less than the best. Eight of Swords. Yeah, and you're realizing that some shit is not anybody else's fault. Take it how it resonates, flip it and reverse it, but some shit is shit that you definitely accepted, and there was a lot of honesty whenever you were doing some self-work and some healing work on yourself. There was a lot of honesty that you had to come with deeper within and understand and make a very clear analysis on some shit that you had to know that you've accepted, and you didn't have to. Period. You didn't have to. Things that you accepted, but you didn't have to, because you were in some type of mindset that you were only worthy of a certain thing when you're worthy of the best. Then we have the Hangman. So you're like seeing a different viewpoint to a lot. You have a new perspective on your life. You have a new lease on life. Then we have the High Priestess, and you're going to continue to follow your intuition, because you are very much so an intuitive being. You're very much so a person that knows how to use their discernment. You're very wise. Three of Pentacles. And you know that anything that you want, anything you desire, all of that shit, you can obtain it. All of that shit, you can obtain it, because you're a hard-working motherfucker. Didn't I say that so proper, motherfucker? You's a hard-working motherfucker. Anyway, you a hard worker. You're a hard worker. So I feel like in the past, there's been some betrayal in your life. There's been some betrayal even amongst family members. Ten of Swords. There's been a lot of betrayal, and it's like you being stabbed in the back, okay? You being stabbed repeatedly over and over in the back, and learning lessons, and still also repeating some karmic cycles have led you to understand that, like, it's always going to be about a balance. It's a balance of everything, you know? Too much of a good thing could be bad, right? Too much of a bad thing, you know? It's all about the balance. And you were willing to surrender and pick yourself up and learn your lessons from this. And that's what it's like. Everybody does shit that you know, people stab them in the back. And there goes the family betrayal. Ten of Wands. Burdens, responsibilities that you weren't even meant to bear. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for confirmation. Then we have the Seven of Wands. And you having your defense mechanisms up now. Like, you don't have to worry about none of that shit now, because anything that used to work, that people used to try you for, and that used to take you out of your character, that shit doesn't work anymore, because you're constantly growing, you're constantly learning, and you're constantly knowing what you're put here for. So, you know, Five of Wands, and that was like this, sideways. So there was a point in time whenever this petty conflict and all of the self-doubt may have gotten your way, but you overcame this, as well as this person is trying to overcome that. It's like you've been there, did that shit. You've been there, did that shit. Now it's time for this person to face their karma. It's time for this person to get in where they fit in. And it's time for this person to go ahead and grow. But you know that you've been there. The motherfucking sun. With you is success, it's happiness, it's understanding, it's achievement, fulfillment, all of that shit. And then we have temperance here too. So like I was saying, everything is a balance. And you know that shit. You've already learned that everything is a balance, and you've been able to adapt that accordingly. All right, all right, all right. Don't forget to get your energy in and like, comment, and subscribe for all of your manifestation needs as well as for personals. Head on over to my website, energyllc.com. The link will be in the description box below. As always, peace, love, and namaste.